Hi, I'm David Martin of the Mar-Kee Group. Have you ever presented your figures and had a customer say, I've got a better deal somewhere else? Most of us have. How do you respond? Well, an unprepared salesperson says the first thing that pops into his head, which is probably, how much better, or what do we have to beat? That's a big mistake for several reasons. First, the customer may not be telling the truth. They have been known to say that they've got a better deal to get you to run to the sales desk for a lower price. Second, they may be confused about some type of advertisement. And third, even if the statement is accurate, if handled properly, you can still make the sale, and sometimes for more money than the other guy wanted. Face it, by the time a customer leaves one of your competitors, how much profit is left in the deal? Not much, if any. So how on earth are you going to be able to cut the price anymore without losing money? So here's what you do instead. Start off by asking a clarification question such as, do you mind if I ask why you say that? Their answer will usually tell you whether they are bluffing or confused by advertising or whether it's a valid objection. Now, if you're convinced that it's valid, you need to get on an even playing field with the other dealership as quickly as possible. You do that by saying, let me ask you something. If all things were equal, if the money was about the same at both dealerships, where would you really rather buy your next new car? 90% of the time they'll say, well, all things being equal, here. Now, the worst you have to do in terms of money is get close to the other guy's price. When they say they'd rather buy here, you say, hey, that's great. Do you mind if I ask why? Now they'll usually say things like, well, you've been very professional and generous with your time, and I've heard good things about your dealership from a friend, and I live right around the corner, etc. You see, what they're doing is building value in their own mind as to why buying from you is better. That's huge because people will sometimes try to tear down the value that you build, but they will never tear down the value that they build for themselves. Now when you come back from the sales desk with an improved number, even if it's still higher than the competition, there is at least a legitimate reason for them to pay more because they've admitted that doing business at your store is worth more. Using this simple technique almost ensures that you'll make the sale, and often for more profit than your competitor would have accepted. And certainly for more money than if you would have just said, what do we have to beat? So make sure you learn it, rehearse it, and use it, because it'll make you some money today. I'm David Martin. Thanks for listening.